aka Josh. Got a lot to cover. This week's been crazy. Let's talk. We're going to be talking about Canada, the safest place in the world. You know, with all the gun policies and everything else, how nothing can go wrong in Canada. We're going to talk about hockey families and the unfortunate tragedy that happened in Maryland. We're going to talk about
Rhode Island.
Was it Rhode Island? My bad. Rhode Island. Going to talk about celebrities' missing mother and the coverage that is. Talk about WrestleMania around the corner. We're going to talk about a lot of different crazy things to include Whoopi. We're going to talk some Whoopi. And then we're going to just spend some time getting some shit off our chest as it goes on this episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide, it ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, it's the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic, yeah.
What's up, ladies?
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Talk Radio. Like I said, I'm Dr. B. We got Matt. We got AO Dumbass, a.k.a. Josh. All right.
Well, Joe, hold on there for a second. Let's start this off by saying happy birthday to Joe from the other day.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, FAFO. Happy birthday to you. Got your nose. Got your nose.
You want some spankies?
He wants you guys to spanking.
You get 43 spankies, baby.
Hey, just
43
be careful.
of them.
Don't sing.
I get the right cheek.
Don't sing the "You look like a monkey, you smell like one too." Someone might get offended and sue you.
That'd be you.
We'll be first.
There was actually a teacher that got sued because she would sing that the birthday song to all of her students, and even though the video shows the kid having a good old time, mom was pissed that the teacher sang it to her black son.
You just had it there.
Just proves that people got to be pissed off about everything. Anyway, all right, let's start off. Let's start off with easy stuff. So, Josh, I know you wanted to talk a little bit just the irony of the coverage going on with the news anchor's mom being kidnapped, which I'm hoping they get her back safely.
Yeah, I mean, my personal opinion, yeah, I mean, it's a tragedy. President Trump has had issues with particularly Savannah Guthrie in the past, kind of pushing them to, I don't know, just not very good. But he vowed to put all resources available for her missing mom. So that's completely fine, right? Don't have a problem. My problem, even though I just said I don't have a problem with it, is why the fuck are we putting so many resources into finding this woman? It's national news every single day. There's letters being sent to TMZ every other day about this. But there's children become missing every single day. And we don't put the resources into that like we do for this. It's not blasted all over the news. We've got kids being shot and killed in the streets. Why is that not front and center on all the news? So,
How many kids are sold in the sex trade line every day? That's because she's a well-known person. That's why.
It's all about the Benjamins. It's about the Munsies. guarantee you, and again, I preface this with, in case somebody tries to make sound bites or something like that, we hope that she is found safe and she's returned home safe, and that whoever took her is absolutely punished because it's wrong. But let's be real. If that was your mom, my mom, anybody else's mom that doesn't have money, this doesn't get covered.
No, absolutely not.
We'd be lucky if her face ends up on a fucking milk carton.
Yeah. And that's I think that's part of the problem in America. It's like we put these celebrities, we put these players, athletes on a pedestal, right? Anything happens to them, it's front page news. It's newsworthy. We shouldn't be doing that. We should be putting everyday citizens in front of them. I'm sorry. We're the ones that don't have the money to do what all these celebrities have, all these athletes have. That's where the resources need to be put, in my opinion. And to Joe, your point, yeah, I hope she is found safe. I hope nothing happens to her or anything like that. And the people that did do it, they go to jail and they spend a lifetime in jail. And if for some reason they end up killing her, again, I'm pro death penalty. Fucking kill them.
Yeah, as Matt's discussion last week with playing God, I'm okay with playing God if that's what it's called. And yes, fry the fuckers.
Well, you're also saying, Josh, there that like national coverage is all on this person instead of like the local stuff. I mean, the local news probably covers the local area. Obviously, there's kids kidnapped or something like that. I mean, is it national attention every damn time? You'll be spending 24 hours a day talking about fucking lost children and stuff like that, disappearances. I get what you're saying, but obviously, celebrities are what makes this world tick. It's kind of disgusting, honestly, because that's who people look up to.
Yeah, but if your child goes missing, they're not going to have the FBI there. They're going to have local enforcement, maybe state enforcement, but not the FBI.
Yeah, but look what the national coverage got her as a fucking reporter. They got her Donald Trump to help out. So, I mean, her ties got her there. So, it's like I said, it's like people using their fucking, what can you say, your public, I guess, PR situations for your 15 minutes of fame, whether you're taking a knee on the flag or what, you got your voice out there. Akasha knows what happened. They probably, I don't know, maybe there's fucking a report out there already. There's a guy who they contacted, and he wants a ransom. I mean,
he sent out multiple letters to TMZ asking for Bitcoin. One person, I guess the last two letters, it's supposedly not from the person that did it, but they know who it was, and they're asking for the Bitcoin, aka the ransom that they're offering. So, yeah, I mean, the Guthries already came out and basically said we'll pay the man.
You can't withhold information by saying, by the way, I know who did it, but instead of giving that scumbag the money, you give it to me. You're committing just as equal crime. Now I will say, like, here's the sad part. Like, I will, I went through anti-terrorism training in the military, and one thing that we learned that, like, terrorists and kidnappers and different groups will do in, like, South America and stuff like that, and this is why, like, kidnapping is a scary thing, because they say, give us the ransom and we'll return your loved one. Well, in South America, a lot of times what they do is they kidnap you and they say, hey, give us this much money and we'll return your loved one. Well, once they get that money, they say, guess what? Now we want more. And they keep asking for it until you say, I can't do it no more. And then they just kill your loved one. And then they've got money and you're out money and your loved one. It's a lose-lose situation. So it's a really hard situation. That's why, like, a lot of people say, you can't give in to demands, but then people are like, you just don't know. So again, I'm going to end on the fact that, we all hope that she's found safe and sound and returned home, and that the people are brought to justice that did this, because you are fucking idiots. And hopefully justice will be served. Continuing on, talking about
Hey, babe.
I know she was talking to you or me. No.
Talking about her pink taco.
Oh, Jesus. Talking about celebrities and the bullshit they throw out. Let's talk a little bit about some whoopee, and I don't mean sex.
Fantasy World time. Whoop, whoop.
Whoopee! Oh. So,
Whoopee!
Josh, you brought this one up, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what good old Whoopi is saying about the Epstein files?
Oh, it's very hypocritical.
Critical. There you go.
The woman.
Hip Hop Anonymous? Oh, you give him all the easy ones.
So, apparently on The View today, she was talking about her name popping up on the Epstein list. And she's like, just because somebody's name pops up on the Epstein list doesn't mean they're guilty of anything, right?
Wait, is this the
They
same
might not
woman
be-
that says because Trump's name's in there, he's guilty?
Yes.
What are you talking about? Biased?
That's
Exactly.
so
My
funny.
point.
I think we're all about to have a whoopee.
I mean, you
I wish I could.
just told the world exactly what Trump's been saying. Hey, I might be named, but I didn't do shit. You're just named, doesn't mean you did shit, but you're on there.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying. Apparently, you have been to Epstein Island. Joe, what are you looking for? You looking for the clip?
Crazy.
Honestly, I bet you every celebrity, every president's been to Epstein Island.
Not every,
I
because
mean,
I don't
100%,
think Gerald
and-
Ford could make it.
Yeah, and I think this whole thing backfired on the Democrats a little bit with the whole Epstein files, just for the fact that it just came out literally, I think maybe a week before that Trump is the one who actually turned Epstein in.
Didn't we talk about this last week?
He called the police on Epstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talked about that left show.
So no wonder he's going to be named in the Epstein files, because Epstein had it out for him. He knew Trump turned him in, and he was looking every single way to get him out of office. He teamed up with the Democrats to try to take him out. It didn't work. And now he's named over 1,000 times in the Epstein list, where poor Whoopi gets named one time and everybody's giving her shit because she's named and she should be canceled and all this stuff. But just because I'm named in it doesn't mean I did anything.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what she was. That's what she was a big actor. She was doing Sister Act. Dressed as a nun,
Not in sister.
doing bad things.
She was doing the whoopee.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty funny. Is now you starting to hear like the whole thing with Michael Jackson. Like, was Michael Jackson really part of the whole child molestation? Right. There's a lot of things coming back out. Like, hey, he owned the Beatles catalog. He owned a bunch of different. So he basically owned half of Sony. So that was part of why people think he was killed, because if they killed him, they would take ownership of that whole catalog. That was worth billions of dollars. Now, on top of that, he made a little thing called Neverland, right? So was he protecting these kids to try to get them to Neverland instead of Never Island? Don't go to this island. As Macaulay Culkin said, Michael Jackson saved me from going to that private island.
See, I'm confused though, because I mean I could be wrong, but I could be remembering things wrong. But didn't Macaulay Culkin or somebody accuse?
Corey Feldman.
That's it.
Corey Feldman is the one who's been accusing. He accused Charlie Sheen. He accused Michael Jackson. Macaulay Culkin has always came out and said Michael Jackson never did anything to me.
Gotcha.
So,
like I said, I wasn't sure because it gets so convoluted when it comes to information because people's names get thrown out and everything. So,
yeah, and I just thought that was an interesting controversy about the whole thing. Like, hey, all right, we all thought Michael Jackson was a child molester, right? I thought it. Almost everybody in the world thought it. But Macaulay Culkin says he wasn't. Now everything coming out with Jeffrey Epstein and all these celebrities are part of the pedophile ring. So was Michael Jackson actually trying to protect kids to get them away from these celebrities? So
what are you talking about? We talking about like kid celebrities, or are we just talking about kids in general?
Kids in general, kids celebrities, kids in general, because Hollywood has a problem with molesting young kids in Hollywood.
I mean, I get it, but Epstein Island, those girls were coming from across the bridge that his secretary was fucking asking to come. They're escorting them over, weren't they? So it wasn't just.
But they were trying to get all these celebrities to go to the island to do stuff, and they think, hey, just like the whole Justin Bieber thing. Justin Bieber was 14, 15 years old when he come out, and like if you start listening to some of his lyrics in the song, it sounds like he was molested by fucking P. Diddy, and then also Usher. There's a rumor that Usher was messed with by P. Diddy when he was.
Is that where came from? Yeah.
Maybe. So, just an interesting take on that whole thing. But yeah, with Whoopi saying what she said, like you just validated all of fucking what Trump's been saying for months. I'm not just because I'm named doesn't mean I did shit.
Well, and that's
just because I'm in there, I didn't do shit. You should.
You know the funny thing is
2 days ago.
It's crazy the platform they have, honestly, from The View, and they really are nobody, honestly, to half the world or half the country. But it's just funny that they get people like us talking about them all the time. It's kind of funny, but but like it gives us something to talk about. But it's funny as fuck because how she wants to destroy Trump and his narrative in life. But it's like, how do you have so much hatred for one person? Yeah, how do you have so much hatred for one fucking person? Like, how?
Because it's a fucking machine. It's a well-oiled machine right now. And you start to look at, okay, CBS, ABC, NBC. You look at them big three, CNN, MSNBC. They all attack Trump. Nobody says anything good about Trump on any of them stations. The only ones that say anything good are going to be Fox News, maybe Fox every once in a while, but they don't really have a talk show.
Kind of think about that. They should be thanking Trump. They got something to talk about. That's why their ratings are up. Fuck.
Oh, the ratings are up.
I'm joking. That was hypocritical of me. Sorry.
Yeah, well, God damn it. But I mean, it serves the View right. I mean, the FCC is actually going to go after them now because they're giving these Democrat lawmakers the opportunity to get their message out on their platform, which is illegal if you're not going to give the other side that same time. So the View's under a big microscope right now. CBS, Colbert, he was supposed to have the Texas Democratic senator on his show, which ended up, he came out against CBS and said, oh, they told me I couldn't interview this guy on TV all of a sudden, so now we don't have this guy. And then CBS just came out, no, we never said that. So, and it's true. It's like, hey, if you're going to have all these Democrats, you're not going to give the Republican side an opportunity to speak on your show. That is against FCC
Guidelines.
Yeah, Tennessee blackberry whiskey. Love it. So,
You know what's funny? Also, we were talking about Bad Bunny last week. They said the FCC came out and they said he said nothing bad in his songs whatsoever during the Super Bowl. So that was clarified and it was out there.
Which again, I mean, since you brought it up, I mean, and I'm not going to spend a bunch of, but again, didn't have a problem with the fact that, biggest problem was the fact that I guarantee you go to any other country and try to sing in the middle of a platform like the Super Bowl equivalent in any other country and not in the language that is primarily the hosting country
Of that continent.
you ever notice during the Olympics, do you ever hear anybody singing the national anthem?
No, they play the music.
My point exactly.
Right, because they don't want to alienate the entire world. They play everyone's national anthem out of respect for that country.
Who wins the gold medal?
Even though some of our Olympic athletes are fucking idiots, because if you're going to go represent our country, don't sit there and talk shit about our country. Fucking jackwagons. And any of those athletes, I think, should be banned from ever competing in the Olympics ever again. You're going to talk shit. Like, you're supposed to be representing our country. Fuck you. Anyway, okay, I digress.
Got you, bitch.
That's a perfect segue into why I'm called AO Dumbass today. Because she was on the world stage in Munich. AOC.
Yeah, tell us about that. Because, I mean, AOC, let's be honest. I mean, just everything that girl says. But I mean, except for if she showed, I mean, now don't get me wrong. If they showed a video of her saying, I don't have any money to pay for that pizza, is there any other way? I'd be okay with it. Other than that, I don't want to hear anything. She is hot. Let's be honest. She's a fucking box of rocks.
I mean, just have her show her tits. I'll be happy. But anyway, I digress.
AOC, when you get fired from the Senate or the House or wherever the fuck you are, because I don't pay attention that much, OnlyFans is going to be where you make the money.
No, she's already fucking made millions of dollars in fucking insider trading, which is illegal.
She'll spend that.
Martha Stewart went to jail for that.
Anyway, go ahead. What'd she say? What'd she say, Josh? What'd she say?
So she criticized the whole Trump regime, whatever. I don't even care. But anyway, she criticized them for going after Maduro, and she made mention as like, well, we shouldn't be going after countries below the equator. And guess where Venezuela is? Above the equator. So she doesn't know her fucking geography.
Well,
so she got ripped hard on the world stage because of that.
I mean, I will say, I mean, does it shock you? Because, I mean, I watch videos where they go out and they interview people, and there's people that to this day, like, do not know what the 13 stripes on the American flag stand for.
I don't. What does it mean?
You're fucking
13 colonies.
I know. Fuck with you. Why is there 50 stars?
Oh no, in Puerto Rico state. Oh.
Is it Washington?
Let's ask Bad Bunny.
Colombia.
Anyway,
so
yeah, yet again, proving that you don't have to have the qualifications to be elected into a position, and she sits there and fucking runs her mouth.
Where you make laws.
Yeah, she makes laws. Think about that.
Real people.
Think about that. She makes laws. Like, she actually, now the good news is that she's not the one who actually writes laws. There are about 50
or reads them. She just gets told what they are.
That actually type it up, but then she's got to be able to read it. I hope those things are written.
It gets read to her.
I hope to God those laws are written in a fourth grade level, because Jesus.
Did you guys see the question that she was asked about Taiwan?
No, what?
So I want to say fuck you, Josh, first of all, for making us talk about this, because I had to fucking look up because I had no idea what to fucking talk about. And I feel dumber now watching this shit than anything else. Here's a simple question. What's that?
I said it reminded me of Kamala Harris.
Okay, what did she say? Come on.
Cotton Harris. No, it's just funny because she was asked a question about Taiwan. If the U.S. moves into Taiwan because China's thinking about attacking, what was your answer on that? And oh my God, dude, you would think she fucking just try to fucking she tried to beat around the question. It sounds like, but she started so hard that I got a headache just listening to it for 30 seconds. It's fucking annoying as shit. I mean, you could probably play the clip.
I'm trying to find.
Just put AOC not knowing shit.
AOC Taiwan. So you got to put AOC Taiwan.
AOC Taiwan.
I'm looking at that. I don't see it.
You don't see it at all?
I mean, to Matt's point, I felt 50 times dumb. And all you had to say, hey, we've got Taiwan's back. Plain and simple. You fucking show.
Yeah.
You show China force. Like, hey, no.
Well, the thing is, she don't want to go to war. She wants something to do with Trump and apply for Trump.
Well,
so she's the dumbest answer in the world.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, let's be real. China-Taiwan has always been a powder keg for years. China allows Taiwan to run itself as long as it doesn't declare itself its own country. And just about every election, they put on their ballot and they say, hey, we're going to vote to see if we should declare ourselves our own country.
The U.S.
And conveniently enough, just like they did this year, guess what China does every year around the same time for the election? They have a military exercise. They have a military exercise where they move everything basically to the fucking Taiwan Strait right there, and they go, hey, don't forget, fuck around and find out. Like, that's, and then all the people go, yeah, we're not going to vote that. It's not. Yeah. So then it gets denied, and then magically the exercise ends, and they go back. It's a show force. That's
All right, here. I'm gonna put at least what you can hear.
Should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
I think that this is such a, I think that this is of course
To all of you, and Congressman, I'll start with you. Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
So just that, yeah.
Well, that right there is proof that she's not a seasoned or knowledgeable politician, because
correct.
She's trying to avoid the answer because, one, you don't want to come out and say yes or no, we will do this, because you're going to piss somebody off. So you got to have the political answer, that, most politicians that are smart, they're going to say something along the lines of, we're going to do what's best for the American people and to ensure the stability of the American people and the United States. Doesn't specify we're going to back this guy or this guy. Doesn't specify. But she can't do that because, again, she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing.
Nope. And then she also got schooled on the wealth tax. She came out and said something about we need to tax the wealth an extra 2%. And then somebody from another country is like, well, Isaac, you can do that. Absolutely. But then all the wealthy people leave, and then what do you got? We've tried that, and it failed miserably. And she didn't have a response to that. Like, look, your agendas sound fantastic. Tax the wealthy an extra 2% and whatnot. But guess what the wealthy are going to do? They're going to say, fuck you. I'm leaving.
Which
That's what's happening in California.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just
California is
ask
getting
California.
fucked right now.
just ask
California is going to be.
Well,
I don't even know. I don't even want to know what California is going to be in about a year. You had so many big oil companies say, "We're out. We're dipping. We're leaving."
Silicon Valley will be.
All these, Mark Zuckerberg just left. He's going to Florida now, right next to Jeff Bezos. So you can tax the wealthy all you want. Same thing with New York. You want to tax the wealthy. You want to fine all these businesses. You want to take away these businesses all of a sudden because they're legal. It's because your policies. That's why. That's why people leave blue states and they come to red states, because the policies, the taxes, it's absolutely crazy. And guess where they're finding all this fraud at? California. Illinois just got busted. Minnesota.
in the Leering centers.
So I don't know how much you talked about last week, but I remember most of the conversation last week. But I called Fork the next day because you guys got me a little drunk last week.
Oh
But-
no, you got your stupid on.
Did we talk about how the Super Bowl was there? How much fucking Sam Darnold got fined? Did you guys hear about that?
Oh no,
No.
no, I don't think we ever talked about it.
We never talked about it.
Mm-mm.
He didn't get fined.
He had to pay taxes. I'm sorry. So you get 200. So the winner gets $278,000 if you win the Super Bowl per player. But because
Yep.
they stay there 7 days and worked out and for activities and they were there in the city, they got taxed almost $500,000.
He got taxed like $300,000, a little over $300,000. So he owed $50,000 in taxes to the state company. So for a player to go and play in that game, it costs that player $50,000.
More than
What
that.
the fuck are we
You know
doing?
what?
He also $278,000 too.
I'd be fucking tickled pink if that eventually shit like this continues to happen in California, and eventually players actually start refusing to play in California.
Which doesn't make any sense because the Dodgers keep fucking spending on all these players. These players are signing. I'm like, why the fuck would you want to sign there when half your fucking salary is going to be gone?
'Cause
You
a
can
lot
get
of
that
them are
same
young,
fucking. You can go
that
play,
don't know finances.
but
No,
you
no.
can go to Florida.
But you guys are missing out.
Go to,
What's the one thing that they're doing? They're deferring it. If you're not playing baseball with them in that city, you're deferring that money and you're moving out of the city or out of state.
but that's only a few of the players that are doing that. Not all of them are doing that.
That's the bigger pocket people though.
Oh,
There.
Anyway,
Yeah, but eventually that's going to haunt the Dodgers. They're going to have a $400 million payroll with deferred payments, and they're not going to have anybody on their team.
They're already paying $500,000 in fucking whatever you call that to their teams per year right now.
but anyway,
Oh, I know.
so
It's fucking nuts.
since we're talking about sports, we'll go ahead and move into this. So, two things. Okay. Josh, I know this is a great topic for you because you love this, but something's coming up around the corner that rhymes with
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
I mean, speaking of that, Matt just posted that.
I was gonna say, don't show it, you fucking idiot.
Oh, just showing cleavage.
No, it's not.
It's cleavage.
God damn, we'll get fucking banned off of YouTube. We'll lose our
Yeah,
one.
Joe's going to get fined by one of our viewers.
We'll get our one viewer. Our one viewer cancel us, you
For
fuckers.
2 seconds. For 2 seconds.
Look, there'll be two things that happen. Our out of our two viewers, our one viewer will quit watching, and then our other viewer, which is your 19-year-old son, will be flogging the fucking bishop somewhere. I'll be like, Jesus Christ, what's going on here?
For what? For showing some cleavage, baby.
All because he saw Tiffany Stratton's cleavage.
Just
which
the
wasn't
just
cleavage.
a part
that
of the areola. You didn't
that was
see
some
all of it.
straight
It was
nip.
just the areola.
She had some
Swing,
nip. She's had some nip slip.
swing, 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 swing.
We'll give
But
her
anyway.
a swing.
Swing!
Swing, bro.
Party time! Excellent.
That's a double
But yeah,
swing.
WrestleMania's
swing.
coming up. I
Yeah,
went to
WrestleMania's coming up.
WrestleMania in Philadelphia. Great show, great venue. Had a blast. As far as I know, the ticket prices were actually not too shabby from where we were sitting. Now TKO bought WWE, and ever since TKO bought them, ticket prices have gotten outrageous, like literally outrageous. Coming into Monday Night Raw, Joe, you remember when we bought tickets ringside, like right down the aisle, right? How much were they?
One bad.
125 bucks, 150 bucks.
I think 150, but still not bad for where we were at. Not
And
bad at
that's
all.
with the fees. That's with the fees. So literally walking down the aisle, I can take great photos of the wrestlers. I can have a chance to slap their hand. You know, now them same tickets. You go to a Monday Night Raw. You go to SmackDown. And tickets are $500 now.
Yeah, fuck that.
$500-600.
Damn.
Nope.
That's a huge increase for families, especially if you want to take your kids now. You get 4 seats, 5 seats. You're over $1,000. Just absolutely ridiculous how they're raping the people that are watching this stuff. But here's the funny thing. Like the last time they were down, I waited for the tickets. The tickets ended up going down because guess what happened? You come to a city like Cincinnati. A lot of people don't have that much money. They don't have the money to put $1,000 down to go see a 2-hour show. So, and then on top of that, buy a bunch of merchandise. They lowered the price, and you were able to get tickets for $150 there again.
Fuck, they were spending the money. They were spending the money on something like Savannah Bananas or something like that. You saw that shit was outrageous. But fuck, that's once in a lifetime type of thing, probably. So
no, they're
enjoyed
coming
it
back this year, buddy. Yeah, but they're coming back.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Well, you never knew that they were coming back because they're still up and coming.
Yeah. So that leads me to WrestleMania. So WrestleMania one night, nosebleed seats. How much do you think tickets cost?
I saw $233 as the cheapest right now.
They were $700.
What's that?
$700. One seat. One night.
That's for one night?
Yeah. That's the problem.
I mean, it's in Vegas. It is in Vegas.
I get that, but them seats should be fucking $100 max.
Let's be honest. What do you get with them?
Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
Not
a damn thing. You get to be at the show. That's it. Granted, it's the biggest show that wrestling has. You know, I mean the Super Bowl.
So
Super Bowl, you're at a couple $1,000.
So your biggest thing with WrestleMania and wrestling in general moves forward is just ticket prices and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I think ticket prices are just completely outrageous for it.
See, I was going to go opposite.
The Super Bowl, I can understand.
I was going to go a little bit opposite way of you because, and I agree with you probably because the cost is up, but do you see the fights anymore? The cards are not as good as you think they are sometimes. I mean, there's a lot of fucking injuries right now to some professional wrestlers.
And I think that's what's hurting too. Is you got your main match right now with CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, right? Then you've got
is that night 1 or night 2?
That'll probably be night 2. That'll be their last main event. They'll put Punk. That's the biggest match on the card by far. And to your point, I mean, the original plan was to have Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns in that spot, and then that got flipped upside down when Seth Rollins got hurt.
Fuck his knee up.
But they had to pin. He'll be back before WrestleMania. I think they're already setting it up. They were setting it up for Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins at Mania, but then Braun Breaker lifted up the announce table and got a hernia.
What did he lift
So
up?
he's at the announcer's table.
Oh,
So he got a sports hernia. And so now he had that surgery and now he's out. So one marquee match that they were talking about is now gone. The SmackDown, people were kind of starting to get tired of Cody Rhodes being in that position. So there's been a lot of pushback on that one. So I don't know how they're going to pivot to that one. Not a big women's big match yet.
don't get me wrong. Cody Rhodes is good. He's great for fucking Raw, or not Raw, just for wrestling in general. But it's just like he finished his story. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of cool and all. But it's like bring him on Monday Night Raw. You know, I mean, SmackDown. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. He finished the story, and then you kind of let them floundering a little bit. You don't have the next big storyline. Roman Reigns is a part-time guy. You had the whole thing with John Cena from last year, and it just that kind of fell flat. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna pivot. There's talks about Cody Rhodes not being in the main event now. They're trying. Maybe they put LA Knight in that role.
Nah, fuck that, man. Honestly, I would love to see a
But
good
he's
match.
hot.
So what's Gunther known for right now? Retiring people, right?
Retiring. Mm-hmm.
Who's the number one guy who came back in the Rumble that would look great against him on a card for fucking the Saturday night main event? Who was in the Rumble?
Randy Orton.
Nope, part timer.
Roman.
What'd you say?
Bad Bunny.
Roman.
Nope, Brock Lesnar.
Reigns.
How would Brock Lesnar?
Oh,
How good of a fight? How good of a fight would that fucking be for a card for Saturday night?
But again, that was discussed, and I think they're waiting for SummerSlam. There's talks about Gunther facing Lesnar at SummerSlam and retiring Lesnar at SummerSlam.
With Gunther?
Why would you?
Yeah.
Now, talking, Josh, you know that I don't know as much about wrestling, obviously, when it comes to
You don't know shit about wrestling.
Well, WWE stuff, anyway. I mean, why? I mean, I thought WrestleMania was like the pinnacle event, so I don't understand why they would wait for something big like that for SummerSlam versus.
Well, WrestleMania. You'll agree with me on this one, Josh. WrestleMania is the transfer to the next storylines for the rest of the year. So WrestleMania is where the belts change, storylines change, and stuff like that. Okay, and it's because 6 months from now, it's when they have their redraft again. After that, stuff like that. So
well, they haven't had that redraft, so everything's been they kind of pivoted from the draft, and they've kind of just let wrestlers go back and forth on different shows. That's why you've seen Drew McIntyre all of a sudden showed up on SmackDown. They traded somebody for Drew McIntyre. So now they're kind of going back and forth. That's why you see Cody Rhodes on Raw. You see Roman on SmackDown and Raw. But no, Joe, to your point, yeah. Storylines start probably right around SummerSlam is when they start preparing for WrestleMania the next year. So right around that August timeframe is kind of when they start building their WrestleMania program. Royal Rumble, that's kind of when everybody kind of figures out one part of the plan when whoever wins the Rumble. The rumor for next year is the Rumble or WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia, right? So who's one of the biggest stars in Saudi is Sami Zayn. So does Sami Zayn win the Royal Rumble next year to face the champion and finally finish his story? That's the rumor for next year.
Or is Kevin Owens? Kevin Owens come back and beat the shit out of him?
Could be. There's a rumor that they might go big in Saudi, so they might bring The Rock out to face Roman Reigns. So I don't think The Rock has anything scheduled for next year filming wise. So could be an option for him. But yeah, I mean, I think what hurt him a lot was a lot of the injuries that they didn't see, and just no forward thinking really.
I mean,
like, well, okay, what if this person?
look at the storyline.
You got-
Look at the storyline from last year in WrestleMania. Yeah, I think Bianca Belair got hurt. She's been out since then. Who's Jey? Not Jey Uso. Yeah, not Jey Uso. The other,
Jay won.
huh?
Jay won the Royal Rumble and faced Gunther.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, what's his brother's name? Brother Uso.
Jimmy.
His wife. What's her name?
Jimmy.
She won the belt last year at WrestleMania, didn't she? And she haven't seen her since then, really.
Well, she's pregnant. I think they just had the baby.
That's what I was wondering if that was if no one came out and said that exactly, but
Yeah, they announced she was pregnant, and
good for them.
I think on Raw.
Good for them.
So the last couple, Jay was there, but Jimmy was absent. So that made me think that they just had their baby.
Well, Jay was just on a fucking tech or three-man fight the other day. I'm watching.
Yep.
I'm watching Raw right now.
I watched it a little bit earlier.
Yeah. But like with the major injuries to the major cars, I mean, they're like, I don't know if they're trying to bring their younger people up and trying to like inject youth into these people. As you see some big people, I mean, go out. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I loved it when you saw. I don't know who the big black dude from Africa is that's in fucking NXT.
Oh, but I was literally about to say, you know what would be
When him and Brock fucking saw each other, the fucking goddamn Royal Rumble, fucking crazy, dude.
Well, there's your WrestleMania match right there. You let Obi win, and then you establish him as a fucking giant killer, right? You just established him as one of the biggest faces in the company at that point. So you had that way to do it. You could have him win the Elimination Chamber and go to WrestleMania and face Drew McIntyre, win the title. And then you can start building that whole thing with him versus Cody if you want, since Cody is the big star of the brand, right? So there's ways you could do it. I just don't think they're thinking. I mean, obviously, they know what they're doing.
You got Carmelo Anthony with a fucking title. Like, why? Why does this guy even have a title?
Carmelo Hayes, he's a fucking great wrestler.
Carmelo Hayes?
Yeah, I don't think he's good on the mic. Now he used to be decent in NXT. But yeah, to your point, you've got his old partner that is fucking killing it right now in Trick Williams. You hear his chants on Raw. You hear his chants on SmackDown. You still hear it in freaking NXT, right? Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. You got to put him in a big match.
I mean, he's up and coming. He talks. They had a face-to-face the other day. Him and Drew McIntyre did. So.
Mm-hmm. So, foreshadowing a little bit, maybe, but the problem with Trick is he is not very good in the ring. Technically, I don't think he's all that in a bag of chips in the ring. I think he's terrible.
Still,
but
he's
just great.
He has the body, he has the height, he has the athleticism, but he just needs to put it all together, man. Some training right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who knows? Maybe someone like Randy Orton to take him under his wing and fucking show what's up.
Yeah, but I mean, they kept him down in NXT for a few years. I think to try to help him and try to establish him a little bit better, but his wrestling skills just never got better. I think he's an awkward person in the ring. But yeah, he's got the gab, he's got the look, he's got everything you look for in a superstar. I just don't think he can carry his weight in the ring itself. Like that Javon Evans, fucking phenomenal in the ring. Fucking superstar in the ring.
I don't know which one's that. The one that jumps everywhere?
Your boy is Bouncing.
Jeez, I'm
You'll see him.
sorry now.
He's in the triple threat match at the end.
Yeah, but
Dom and,
he's a highlight reel. It's always I get it, but
dude,
Kobe,
he is
he's a
absolutely in the ring.
is he a new Kobe Keatson? That's what he is.
Better than Kofi Kingston.
More agile, I'll give you that, but he's everywhere bouncing. But it's like his moves. You have to wait for him to make his moves. So it's like, oh, I'm just going to stand there for a second. He's what?
He's 20 years old.
I know, but I get it. Like I said, he's not become. That's why I said I think they kind of rushed it. I don't know, but again, look what they did to
But
who's the guy for the Vision? Young guy, beat John Cena.
Austin.
Yeah, I think they rushed him.
Oh, to a point, yeah, and I just don't think he has it. They claimed him as the next John Cena, and he's not even close. He's not close at all.
Nope.
He's good in the ring, but he just doesn't have it. Like Javon Evans has it. Obafemi has it.
Well, yeah, that dude's a powerhouse.
Rick Williams has it. So, yeah. Some of the wrestlers have it, other ones don't.
Joe, what was your other point? You said 2 points of sports. What's your other one you're going to bring up? Can't remember.
I thought we answered both of them.
I don't know. I thought you said there were 2 things for sports.
No,
One was wrestling, and what was another one?
No, I thought I.
All right, we'll move off wrestling. Let's talk
Yeah.
about Cincinnati news. Did you guys hear about that tattoo guy that moved from Hamilton down to OTR?
The Nazi guy?
This you have to fill me in. This you have to fill me in on. I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah. I wanted to look up that.
So apparently this guy has been like posting pictures of like he's had like Nazi tattoos. He tattoos Nazis. So he had a shop in Hamilton, and I guess he got so much bad publicity from people that knew what he did. So he moved his shop down to OTR. He put a big thing that was open, and then I guess people figured out who it was, and they started saying, "Oh, this is the Nazi guy that opened this shop. Don't trust it. This is the Nazi guy." So he came out and tried to defend himself. Like, look, I tattoo in a style for like old bikers gang. That's kind of what they had. They were wearing swastikas, and then some of the other symbols, like Joe said, that trans Rhode Island guy had on his arm.
I don't know.
That looked like
somebody
tattoo.
said it looked like. I don't know, because I mean, like Matt said, I was like, I mean, fuck, the only Nazi symbol I know is like the swastika, and then the eagle holding the swastika.
Yeah.
Which are like the traditional, but apparently there's like hidden ones that mean different things, and I'm like, well, I'm not a fucking Nazi, so I don't know what the fuck those are. Like, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Even though you voted for Trump, you're a Nazi.
You can suck my
throwing that
fucking
out
dick
there,
on
by the
that
way.
one. Anybody that thinks just because I voted for Trump that I'm a Nazi can suck my dick. How about that?
But so he went online, tried to defend himself, and everybody called him out for it. So I guess last night somebody busted out his windows in OTR, and the biggest thing was like, well, that didn't last long.
So a shop shut down?
His shop. I don't think it's shut down, but I mean, he just opened it, and somebody already bricked it and busted the windows out.
What kind of shop is it?
It's a tattoo shop.
Tattoo shop.
Here's my
He's a
thing
tattoo
with it.
artist.
So he can't cover his tattoos up?
And so he's got a picture of him wearing a swastika too.
That's what?
So he's got a picture of him wearing a swastika too. So
And here's my
I
thing.
thought that was very interesting to see and read. I'm like, yeah, probably not the smartest move to move your shop in OTR. Just saying. You're kind of putting yourself in that fucking predicament at that point.
I mean, you already know the violence in this city is going to go up as it gets warmer out now. I mean, you had 3 weeks of shutdown because of the fucking ice and the snow, but now crime's going up like crazy. Did you see what Sherry Long did?
No, I started to read something, and the article went away when I was trying to read it.
So she promoted somebody who has a degree back in graphics in the law enforcement situation. I started reading it, but then I had to go pick my daughter up, so I had to leave. So I didn't read it too much, but give me a second here. I can screenshot something. Let me see you.
So, but while you're looking up, I preemptively want to, and I might start a debate here, but that's okay. So, first of all, like, I do not condone Nazis. I don't agree with their fucking mentality. I think they're stupid. I think
I don't
all
think anybody on the podcast agree with that either.
here's my thing. I think all races are stupid. Okay, so whether you are a Nazi, whether you're black, white, brown, if you are racist, you're stupid. Okay, period. Okay. With that being said, the unfortunate reality is that as much as I disagree with them, I can't say that I support the Constitution if I can't say that they have a right to speak their minds, as long as they don't harm anyone. I don't have to like them. You know, I think that their views are disgusting. But again, we live in a country where you're allowed freedom of speech, and that freedom of speech means that you're allowed, as long as you do not harm anyone, if you do not do anything illegal, you can stand out on a corner and say that you don't like a certain group of people, obviously, because we have Democrats that stand out and say that they don't like Republicans, and Republicans that stand out and say they don't like Democrats. And we have high school students walking out of Cincinnati schools protesting ICE, even though it has nothing to fucking do with them other than the fact that they want they're being indoctrinated by their fucking teachers. You know,
What's funny is my kid's school. There was that, but they shut it down. They tried to, but they was shut down by the school, as it should have been.
As they should have.
The kids are there to learn. Right. They don't need to be out there protesting. They can do protesting on their own time. I'm paying the school to teach my kids, not to indoctrinate them.
Let's specify. You're paying the schools to teach your kids general education, math, science, social studies, not
and my nursing.
Yeah.
So Joe and Josh, I just sent you 2 screenshots of who she hired and the education she has in her background.
Let me see here.
That's shit.
So
Sherry Long. I said Sherry Long or Cheryl Long, whatever. Damn name, Sherry Long.
So this girl got a job to help reduce crime in the city of Cincinnati, yet has no degree in any kind of criminal justice. Is more of a graphic designer for websites and stuff like that, social media stuff, and you're having her run your crime prevention type thing to help reduce crime. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing?
Now again, is this a friend of hers that she's promoting to get her so more city money's going to a bad situation?
By the way, I had to look this up because I wasn't for sure. But a BFA is a Bachelor in Fine Arts. Sorry.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, this lady hired her.
Let me put a little sprinkle on this fucking crime scene. You know, salt, pay, fairy dust.
And this is all while. What have we seen in the last 2 weeks? Ever since the weather kind of started to turn, a bunch of shootings,
crime picking up.
Been a 7-year-old shot, an 11-year-old shot all within the last week in Cincinnati.
Yeah, but all this crime. Also, they're saying the crime down in District 1 is getting worse too.
Well, yeah.
Like OTR is just getting fucking bombarded again. Fuck it.
Well, hell, I just found out. I mean, it's
burn.
fucking disgusting, but
Let it burn.
a former
Let
one of my students was shot and killed downtown.
Please.
He just graduated last year. He was 18 years old. Shot and killed by the suspect is a 19-year-old girl from UC. Apparently, it was a marijuana sale. Like fucking
Jeez,
stupid shit.
It's
Fucking stupid shit. And then the way they portrayed the girl, they're like, "Oh, she doesn't even have a parking ticket." Well, she went from no parking ticket to murder.
Yeah, where'd she get the firearm from?
Well, I mean,
legally get a firearm if you're 18.
uh,
You can go.
no handguns. You have to be 21.
Oh, sorry, 21. Oh, she had a handgun.
Yeah.
Never mind. She got it off some Joe Schmo down the
But-
street.
Well, it depends who was driving the car. It could have been someone else in the car that owned the fucking gun.
Nonetheless, it's just getting bad. It's getting continued worse, and it's going to get worse downtown because, again, and I'm not saying we, I'm saying the people of Cincinnati elected a mayor that doesn't do shit. He doesn't do shit.
We did.
He has a track record of not doing shit. He had a track record of putting in a police chief that the most harsh thing she could say to criminals was, if you're a criminal and you're going to come downtown, behave yourself.
Which let's be honest, she had a fucking squeaky clean record too. Like, I don't think she was the right person for the job, but she did have a squeaky clean record.
Here's the thing.
You let crime.
Here's the thing.
Oh,
I'm
getting
doesn't
like,
mean
to your
everything,
point.
because what I've learned about when it comes to political positions and education, when it comes to police, anything like that, guess what? You don't get promoted if you point out the problems, or you point out, or if you cause ripples. If you're the one that keeps your head down, doesn't say a fucking thing, you're usually the one that gets promoted. But you're not the best.
Well, the problem was. The problem was apparently she was telling the mayor and the city manager, "Hey, this is what we need to start doing," and they declined. They did not allow her to make the changes.
Well,
The motherfucker can't. Hey, guys.
I don't disagree.
No, this happened before.
Well, here's the thing.
This
I
happened
don't
before
disagree,
all this shit happened.
because we've talked about this. We talked about it last year. I don't disagree that she was the scapegoat. Unfortunately, she got thrown under the bus big time. Do I think she was the right person for the job? No. But do I think she was the scapegoat and thrown under the bus because the mayor doesn't know how to do his fucking job, but yet he got fucking elected? Yes.
The motherfucker can't pay his goddamn car note.
Right. Can't pay his fucking car note, but he can run
2 repos. And his wife likes to threaten people and call their work to say they're bashing my husband.
Right.
They're bashing my husband. You didn't fire them.
So,
but I mean, and if you look, what did the mayor have? Like 5,000 votes. That's it. And they're like, majority of it came from Avondale.
Well, yeah, because
that's the problem with the city. No one came out to vote for it.
Because look who lives in the city, dude. Look who lives in the city. That's why. We don't live in the city no more for a reason. We can afford that. And if not, we fucking work 2 jobs to support our system. Or we go to school to educate ourselves to fucking move up in the ranks.
Which anyone can do.
Move up in the world.
I mean, look at Joe. He has 7 degrees.
And it does nothing. Anyway, thanks, man.
He ain't lying.
You're a doctor, at least. I saw Dr. B, so I was like.
The doctor of thugonomics.
No, and so continue. Let's kind of press on and move further east when we're talking about crazy, since we're talking about crazy and stupid. So, Rhode Island.
No way.
Should have been a big topic, but yes, go ahead.
So Rhode Island, unfortunately, another shooting. Now, here's the problem with the media. First of all, they said mass shooting, okay, which it was not. Okay, it was a homicide. Homicide /
Double homicide.
Yeah, two. They were saying like a 9 got shot.
A suicide, because
Double.
nonetheless, the father, the father, and I'm saying father, I'm going to press this. The father brought a gun to the hockey rink, shot his kids, his ex-wife, I don't know if they were still together, and then shot himself. Okay.
So there was 9 people wounded total, 3 deaths. One was his ex-wife. I think one was his daughter or son. During the hockey game, it was some of his, I think his ex-wife's family. Then he decided to take his own life.
Right. But to your point, like, people don't understand. One, I mean, I hate that they call it a mass shooting, but here's the thing. More than likely, the guy wasn't shooting at the people that got injured, but bullets don't stop. Like, that's what people don't understand. Bullets don't stop. Like, they keep going. The nutcase is shooting at
You can
people.
aim for something, miss it, and it's still going to.
Right. It keeps going. It doesn't stop. But unfortunately, this is a perfect example of the media twisting things, because this was a trans female, so a male, biological male, that was taking different chemicals to change to a female, dressed like a female, all these things. But I mean, I'll be honest with you, this guy had to be Looney Tunes, because no one was mistaking this dude for a chick. I'm sorry. Like, fuck.
Show a picture.
Well, I was reading a little bit up on this, and they're saying that the divorce came because he was transgendering into a woman, and the wife didn't like it at all, and the family was confused as shit, and it was kind of scaring the children, so she got a divorce. What are you doing, Josh? So watch.
Okay, so there's the dad. Like, again, live your life. I don't give a shit. Like, here's but at the same time, like, people need to understand that this is absolutely a mental illness. And
it is.
And
it is.
If you look at,
hold on, before you go there, let me ask a question. Before you go there, we're saying it's a mental illness. This guy was on a bunch of different drugs. Mm-hmm. Could it be some of these side effects in these drugs that are hurting the person's mental stability, and that's why it's kind of, is that why they're acting out?
It could be. I don't know. Here's the thing: is I'm not that kind of doctor. I don't know. Like, that's just it. I mean, are there possibilities? Yes, but I mean, that's the thing, is you just don't know. I mean, is it a possibility? It is a possibility. I mean, I would not be surprised if they didn't come out and say that because of these chemicals being put into the body and changing someone to an unnatural state, that it's causing the brain to do shit. Absolutely.
And that's kind of what my point. That's kind of what my point of the question really was like, hey, this person was probably completely fine, didn't have thoughts about this, but all of a sudden, he starts taking all this medicine, and now, he became mentally unstable.
I don't know what you're saying, Josh, because you keep cutting. Hold on, Josh, you keep cutting out on me, but I don't know if you're saying the same thing as I am. But if you look at half those pictures, look how fucking strong that fucking transgender is. Was he on steroids? Looks like it. There's no fucking hormonal pills probably also in there too. So Josh, put it okay up. That's what you're talking about. so I really can't see. Yeah, you cut off a lot there for a second. You're still cutting off.
Hey, Joe, do me a favor.
You can hear him, Joe?
He's cutting out on me now.
So, yeah. You might have to log off and log back
No,
on there,
don't log
dog.
out. Don't do that, because then
Oh, don't do that.
the voting thing fucks up.
So, if you can hear me, Joe, pull up Tom Cruise talking about.
Pull up Tom Cruise talking
And
about
I
what?
think that's a perfect example of what's going on. Tom Cruise,
Jesus Christ.
ADHD pills.
Oh.
I'm leaving.
Don't leave.
See, I
Still see your face.
I don't agree that Tom. I know what you're going with, and
You might not agree, but I think it's something that we need to really start diving into and looking at.
What are you looking up, Joe?
I'm looking to see if I can find this a shorter clip, because a lot of these are like 15 minutes long, and I'm not.
Got what?
Tom Cruise was interviewed by interview with Matt Lauer, I believe it was, and he talks about kids and people being put on these psychiatric drugs such as ADHD medicines and stuff like that, and how he believes that there's an overuse of the medication, which I don't disagree in that sense, because I mean, look at schools nowadays in general. So so I'll pull up so I'm gonna pull example up here and show you.
There she is.
I'm back.
So, talking about like the overuse of drugs and stuff like that to deal with things. So this is called the RTI, response to intervention model. Okay, this is what schools use. It's a tier 3 intervention. So the way it's supposed to look. So you see at the bottom of the pyramid is tier 1. It's supposed to be general instruction. Okay, so your normal students. Then you have tier 2, which are students that are having a little bit of issue. They can still handle the general education. So you might make some slight adjustments in your teaching or the curriculum or the packets or whatever to help them to understand the information without completely changing everything. Then you have tier 3, which is the most advanced intervention. Those are the kids that they truly need help. And if you look at the numbers, tier 3 is only supposed to be 1 to 5%. Okay. There are actually schools in the United States where this model is flipped, and the tier 3 is the bottom. Because
Really?
Yes, because schools and everyone, they look at it this way. They come in and they go, oh, you know what? My student is behind and doesn't understand the schoolwork. Oh, well, then they need an IEP, so they're tier 3. Okay. When actually what it was is the kid missed 45 fucking days of school.
We're learning fourth grade math right now at our house.
Right.
Fuck, we're struggling.
Well, but you actually, I mean, here's the thing though. Your daughter actually goes to school and you guys actually work with her. Like, but to my point to that is, what Josh was saying is in the interview with Tom Cruise.
Here, I got it pulled up.
You got it?
So I'll just let you guys listen to what he says.
Go ahead.
Matt, you have to understand this. Here we are today, where I talk out against drugs and psychiatric abuses of electric shocking people, okay, against their will, of drugging children with them not knowing the effects of these drugs. Do you know what Adderall is? Do you know Ritalin? Do you know now that Ritalin is a street drug? Do you understand that?
The difference is
No,
this was
no,
not
Matt,
against
Matt,
her
I'm
will,
asking- Matt,
but
Matt,
this
Matt,
wasn't
I'm
against
asking you a
Brooke's will.
question. Matt, I'm asking you a question.
I understand
Do you
there's
know-
abuse of all of these things.
No, you see, here's the problem. You don't know the history of psychiatry. I do.
Aren't there examples, and might not Brooke Shields be an example of someone who benefited from one of those drugs?
All it does is mask the problem, Matt. And if you understand the history of it, it masks the problem. That's what it does. That's all it does. You're not getting to the reason why. There is no such thing as a chemical imbalance.
So
in a body.
postpartum depression to you is
Matt,
kind of a little
don't-
psychological gobbledygook?
No, I did not say that.
I'm just asking what would you
no,
call it?
Matt, that is that post. Now you're talking about two different things.
But that's what she went on the
No.
antidepressant for.
But what happens, the antidepressant, all it does is mask the problem. There's ways of vitamins and through exercise and various things. I'm not saying that that isn't real. That's not what I'm saying. That's an alteration of what I'm saying. I'm saying that drugs aren't the answer, that these drugs are very dangerous. They're mind-altering, antipsychotic drugs. And there are ways of doing it without that so that we don't end up in a brave new world. The thing that I'm saying about Brooke is that...
Explain then.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
So, Josh, here's the thing. First of all, Tom Cruise is not a fucking doctor. Okay.
No.
He's a Scientologist. Okay. With that being said, okay, are there certain situations where diet and exercise and everything can absolutely help and change? Yes. However, where he is completely wrong is that there are a such thing as chemical imbalances. There is a such thing as, perfect example, it has been proven that it's people with ADHD or ADD or the combined type, your brain, the synapses, and fires differently than it does in a traditional brain. Okay.
So let me give you a little bit of pushback right there.
You can give a little pushback. Go ahead.
So what has been happening over the last 30 years? What has really changed in America in the last 30, 40 years?
Fucking social media.
The biggest thing that's happened is that
Is food.
well,
What's that?
Food additives.
well, yeah,
The
food
chemicals,
additives.
the chemicals that they're putting into our foods, like the red dye, the yellow dye, that has a big, massive effect on our brain.
You're talking about processed foods.
Yeah, like Doritos, Cheetos. Like if you give somebody those Doritos and those Cheetos with that red dye, it has a direct reflect of this person could have brain imbalances and be more ADHD. If they got off of it, they kind of start weighing down the effects of the ADHD. So that's kind of, I don't think he was saying that, but that was my pushback. That's what I've been reading. A lot of these dyes that we've been putting in our food over the last 30, 40 years, ADHD was probably here back in the 70s and 80s, and now it's exploded. And what has changed is the food additives.
Well, it's not ADHD no more. It's anxiety now.
Well,
It's anxiety. It's the vaccines that we've been taking.
but here's
It's
where
all
I'll
that-
push. Here's where I'll push back, even though I'm agreeing with you to a point. And I say that because, and I'm a preference with, first of all, the reason the numbers for ADHD and stuff in the 70s and stuff was not the same as it is now is because back in the 80s, they didn't know what ADHD was. Okay. Just like PTSD for veterans, back in World War II, it was called shell shock. They didn't know what it was. They told them to walk it off. Okay.
Walk it off.
That's why a lot of
Go pound some salt. You know what I'm saying?
That's why a lot of military veterans of World War II came back and unfortunately committed suicide and other things because there was no answer to it because they didn't know what the fuck it was. Okay. Even though, here's the thing, war has been around since man has walked the earth. So I guarantee you that World War II was not the beginning of PTSD. It was just that we now put a term to it. Okay. Guarantee you that there were Romans back in the Roman wars that had PTSD. Okay. But doesn't mean that it increased or decreased or anything like that. We now understood it. With that being said, one of the major things that I think that has happened that has caused a major problem is, and this goes along with the trans dad shooting up the place and all that stuff, is you have these doctors that are supposed to be medical professionals that have taken an oath of office that they are to do no harm, meaning that they should be following the science, that they should be looking at the actual science and not putting political views, personal views into place when they're making medical decisions. Well, they're not doing that anymore. So guess what?
They're playing God.
They're playing God. They're going, you know what? Hey, you know what? You're right. You are a girl. So here, let's get you some medicine to switch you over. Hey, you know what? You're a boy. Let's get you some medicine to switch you over. Oh, that's right. You know what? You're right. You do have anxiety because you get very anxious when a teacher comes up and tells you to do your homework. That's anxiety. No, that's not anxiety. That's you just don't know how to fucking listen. Okay? There's a difference in anxiety and not knowing how to fucking listen.
Well, yeah, because you can't discipline no more.
Right. But you have these medical professionals that just, wally-dolly, every want to go along with everybody. So I guarantee if you fucking walk into a doctor's office and say, doctor, I believe I'm a duck, they'll probably fucking hand you a nest and want you to sit and incubate some fucking eggs. Because they will go along with it now. That's the problem. And because of that, they keep dishing out medicine for people that actually don't have these problems. And the ones that actually do aren't getting the correct diagnosis or the correct medication to take care of it.
Again, to my point too, and also Tom Cruise's point, if you can change your diet, you start eliminating some of these food dyes that you eat every single day, your body will adjust and go back to what it should be.
And that's, again, for some people, that's accurate. Okay.
Realize there's a poverty line. There's a poverty line in our country where food stamps are available, and they get that shit.
Well, not even just that. I mean, I agree with you, but not only just that, Matt, but genetically, everyone's different. Mm-hmm. So, and
sure, well, yeah, definitely, definitely, big time, yeah.
And for all we know, let's say that is the case, that the red dyes are causing all those issues and stuff. Well, who's to say that they didn't cause issues in your genes 30 years ago and it's been passed down genetically? Well, by the time it gets to you, there's nothing you can fucking do about it.
Well, let's do for instance, we just talked about it, okay? You're a 56-year-old male who decides, hey, I'm going to get transgender to a woman. My wife divorced me. I'm going to go to a hockey rink, shoot my family up while my kid's playing hockey, and he survives. And now how's that affect that kid long term? It's fucked up, man. I mean, the kid was okay his whole life. His dad's like, hey, yeah, I want to be a woman now. 56 years old. Like, what the fuck?
Well, and that's where, I mean, let's be honest. There are things that happen in general, and it doesn't even have to be just trans, that kids deal with that shock their system. I mean, if mom and dad have been married their entire life and then all of a sudden they come and say, hey, me and mom are getting divorced or me and dad are getting divorced, well, that puts a mental stress on it, or if dad comes in and says, I'm going to start wearing dresses, or mom comes in and says, I'm going to start dating women, or I'm going to strap on a dildo and call myself Bill from now on. Like, I mean, that fucks with a kid 100%,
It does.
But that's also, again, where unfortunately we have failed as a society for kids, because I'm sure everyone has heard the term helicopter parent, the parents that hover and they always want to be around everything and they want to be a part of everything and they want to make all the decisions. They want to know every little thing. Well, a big thing that I've always called is lawnmower parents. So lawnmower parents are parents that want to they want to cut a clear path for their kids, and they want to remove the obstacles. So kids don't have to deal with any adversity or stress that comes while they're young, and they have the ability or in the safe environment to overcome those obstacles. So
shelter them.
Oh, big time. Well, they cut this path. Well, the problem is that path leads to one thing, and it's called the wall of life. And life don't give. That fucking wall is a brick fucking wall that doesn't give for anybody. So they run right into it. And when they hit it, they go, oh shit. Then you got all these people that do stupid shit, like go do shootings and everything else, because they can't handle normal life. You know, the obstacles of somebody coming in and saying, hey, you now work for our company, so you need to wear, this is the dress code. This is the hairstyle you have to wear because we are paying you to represent our company. Or, hey, we expect you to be here. You sign a contract with us that you're going to be here from 7 to 3. We expect you to clock in at 7 o'clock and leave at 3.
No, I want to be there at 7:01 or 7:02, goddammit, and clock
That's
in.
not what you agreed on. So, again, you know, people don't understand. And so they hit this wall of life. Jack Daniels, sponsor us. Dr. Pepper, sponsor us. Back to the Future, sponsor us. CR, CFW,
Member Clark.
Ottawa,
Wawa.
Anyway.
Whoa.
Pink Taco, sponsor us.
But, you know, again, unfortunately, we have this individual that, you know, did the shooting. Now, this is just in the past 2 weeks, we've had 2. Shut up, Paige. Hi, Paige.
Oh, I think Joe.
You got pink hair. What the hell did you do to your hair?
Stuck her finger in a light socket.
You messing with food dye again? Did you have a box of Doritos?
We don't need to read it anymore. He's got the red dye.
The red dye.
But you know, the sad part is that if you look, I'm gonna pull him up here.
Oh shit!
Pull him up.
So I don't know if you've ever watched him. I think he's fantastic. Like, I don't agree with everything he says, but I definitely think that he tends to be pretty fair on things. So again, you don't have to agree with everybody, but his name is Real Wolf Hat Facts. I don't know if you've ever seen him. He's the black
Never
guy
heard of
with
him.
the wolf hat.
Never heard of him.
Show him with him. I mean, I just saw your wrist go limp like 2 times there, so I was wondering if you're okay. You might need to be medicated.
So anyway, this is him. This guy. So
Yeah, I know who he is. I've seen him.
okay. So anyway, so he just posted. I'm trying to find the damn list, but he.
Are you talking about the Epstein list?
No, he posted a list showing the past like 8 or 9 shooters.
Like mass shootings or just shooters in general?
I think well, what they consider the mass shooters. And of course, I can't find it now. It's fucking bullshit. But he listed out. So, example, like the Canadian shooter was trans. This guy was trans. The one before that was like non-binary. Like the past 8 have either been trans, non-binary, or like the guy that assassinated Charlie Kirk did it for his trans boyfriend. or girlfriend or whatever the fuck it was. But, you know, a lot of mental illness. And it's like something needs to be done. Like, and I don't mean like I'm not.
So
I'm
we
not,
gone. So
I'm
we
saying-
gone from we've gone from school shootings to fucking transgender shootings.
Well, but it's not transgender shootings. It's not. It's transgender people that are doing the shootings.
Put underneath that same umbrella. I mean,
Saying the same thing, just different way. My bad.
yeah.
My bad.
Potato.
You say potato, I say patata. They're both spuds.
Data.
Here it is.
Saying?
So, the person that tried to shoot Trump was non-binary. The Minnesota school shooter was trans. The Nashville shooter was trans. Colorado Springs shooter was non-binary. Aberdeen shooter was trans. Denver school shooter, trans. Iowa school shooter, transgender fluid. Charlie Kirk's killer did it on behalf of trans boyfriend. Tumbler Ridge school shooter, trans. Pawtucket, Rhode Island shooter, trans. So, like, again, there is a mental illness there. And the reason I say mental illness is
Well,
because, again,
Joe, hold on. I thought mass shooters were young white kids.
well,
Isn't
Those are school shooters. Those are school shooters.
Well, I mean, you look at a lot of these people that he just mentioned were all school shooters, except for one.
Well, that's just
He
it.
was the Rhode Island.
That's what the mainstream media wants to. Their agenda is to push is to say that it's.
They're all white. They're all white though. That's what they mean to say.
Well, I mean, for the record, though, I don't see a whole lot of trans black people.
Have you worked at a certain? Have you worked at a certain store in a certain location? Like I have.
Oh, hey, no. I didn't say there's not gay or lesbian, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I mean, and I'm sure there is. I'm just saying, like, you don't see, like, I mean, there are a lot of fucking, and that's where there's a lot of mental illness in the white community, I tell you, because, I mean, we fucking crazy.
They party hard.
Party hard. That fuckers are goofier than a box of fucking rocks. So, yeah. You know, and then last thing I want to talk about before we go. So, did you guys see the news article about the girl wrestler?
What now?
I just sent you.
Oh yeah, I forgot that high school wrestler. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no idea what you're talking about at all.
So there is a female.
One at a time.
Hold on. I want to make sure. Where the fuck is was it?
Are we talking about the Olympics again?
No.
The wrestling match, a kids wrestling match. I can't remember if it was middle school or
Washington State. Okay, so anyway, it was a high school wrestling tournament. This was supposed to be a girls-only wrestling tournament. High school girls. Well, during the one of the matches, came out. There was a video. I'm gonna pull the video up. But the wrestler, the girl is wrestling her opponent, which she ends up finding out after the fact that her opponent is a biological male.
What age?
She was a sophomore in high school, so she's 16. I have no idea how old the high school individual student. But so anyway, during the match, and I'm gonna show you the video once it gets pulled up here. The girl's being recorded by her mom wrestling, and she like makes a face, like looking at her mom, like she's like, that ain't fucking right. Like, I don't know why. Of course, I can pull this video up any other fucking time.
Go ahead, Josh. What were you talking about before? Or Joe summed it all up?
So basically, what happened is they were wrestling, and apparently the male stuck a finger up her vagina.
That's the
while
claim.
they were wrestling.
Here,
that's the claim.
I don't have the video, but here's the shot. Like, so they're saying that. So this is the biological male in the green, and this is the girl down at the bottom in the blue with the face that she's like, what the fuck? So according to the video, mom's like, what did she just say? Because according to mom, she's like, they put their hand in up my vagina or something like that. I'll be honest, like, I mean, in terms of the actual wrestling moves and stuff that happened, I mean, I've been in wrestling for over 30 years. I didn't see anything wrestling-wise, like, from the angle of the video. I didn't see anything that was illegal or, and here's the thing people need to understand is wrestling is not a, like, it's a very intimate, like, because you're up in people's grill. Like,
it's a very physical.
Very physical.
It's very physical. You could touch anything and everything. So to the point, I think one of the arms was in between her legs, right? And she's trying to grab that leg and put her in like a half Nelson to put her on her back to try to pin her.
There you go. You keep
talking. And your hand could literally be right there on her vagina. See, right there. So she was trying to make her leg and go up, move her leg up, and she couldn't get the leg up and moved over.
So anyway, either way, this is a transgender in the green.
Yeah. So here's my problem with it. My problem is, like, I don't know if he actually intended to do anything or not. Problem is that there shouldn't have been a biological male in an all-girl.
Correct.
That's my problem with it. And to my point. Now, in terms of the actual moves and stuff like that, I don't know. Like, I didn't, and like Josh said, I didn't see anything that was illegal. I mean, hell, there's fucking. I mean,
Joe, to be honest with you, how many times did you get your fucking balls grabbed?
Oh, I mean, hell, there's too fucking many. Like, and it's not because they did it on purpose. Like, it's just you're wrestling. I mean, hell, there's even times where. I mean, there's actually, and I'm not going to name names out of respect for the team and stuff like that, but when we were in high school, there was a team that was known for. There's a move called check the oil where they kind of stick their thumb in your ass, and and they did it a lot. Was it they were trying to do anything sexual? No, not at all. All it was is you're trying to maneuver the person, and you're trying to grab whatever you can to maneuver the person. Well, there's a fucking crack there. Let's grab it.
They ain't grabbing. Let's look at the thumb in there.
But to my point,
if you look at that video, Joe, what I see is the man on top reaching underneath the woman's leg and trying to roll her over onto her back.
Yeah,
that is what I see.
Here.
See the arm in the middle.
There's
the
arm.
Play it just a little bit.
Yeah, and
play it.
And if you look, there's her crotch right here, the black. His arm's not near the crotch.
Well, wait,
you guys
play it.
Don't worry about playing. It doesn't matter no more, dude.
Well,
It's
Right-
a fucking.
right about
It's a woman's.
I know that, but that's where I think
now
wrestling,
my only
wrestling
thing with
moves
it,
with
again,
it's gonna happen. Sorry.
should
Joe,
should
Joe, hold on for a second. Let Josh go first.
All I'm saying is that is a legal wrestling move. I don't think it was him trying to do anything to her at all. I think it was literally just him trying to get her on her back, and unfortunately it went underneath her, probably touched her vajayjay when he was trying to move her onto her back.
Okay, Josh, you're done now. Go ahead, Joe. I hear you now.
Oh no,
I want to get on this.
no. I mean, in terms of the legality of the move and stuff, nothing illegal, happened because even the ref didn't call anything illegal. But my major problem with it is that there should never been a biological male in a all girls tournament. If this was a tournament where both genders, male and female, were in there, then whatever, okay. But the fact that you signed a male up to wrestle in an all girls tournament is a foul, absolute foul. And the fact that they allow this is a foul, okay. The fact that now, with that being said, I don't know if this wrestler is making a bigger stink out of it because after the fact, somebody came up to her and said, "Hey, did you know that was a boy you wrestled?"
Did she lose?
Yeah, she got pinned, and like they were trying to say that she just gave up because of the awkwardness. In the video, I don't see that she tried to give up. I see she got pinned, but that's null and void. Again, the boys should have never been in an all-girls tournament.
Okay, we got your point. Hold on. My questions to the situation. Okay, she got pinned. Okay, did that boy advance?
Well, he won that match.
Yeah,
so
obviously
he advanced.
So did he advance to win? Did people know he was a boy in there or not? You don't know yet.
No idea.
So I think you both agree with me. I think you both agree with me that he should not have been in the tournament. Period.
Yeah,
correct.
Okay.
If it's a all women's tournament, absolutely not.
Right.
Okay,
now,
so
you go back.
Hold on, Josh. We agree with that shit. So then, my biggest thing is on this is just Joe, you've been wrestling 30 years. I'm not a wrestler, but my thing is since women have fought against boys for like the last 20 years, which I'm assuming has been around, shit's going to happen on the mat. Parents sign waivers for a reason. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry to say, shut the fuck up and move on. I mean, I get it, but like there is cameras everywhere this day and age. You can see in the video, obviously, like Josh says and you said, there's moves that were there. I don't know what the names of the moves are or whatever, but the fact that she got pinned and she got lost and she's pissed off about it because she found out it's a male. I mean, I get it. Maybe that's her fucking fight back at it. You know what I'm saying? But I hope there was no intention behind it. We don't want to see that in this day and age with young, youthful kids. But the fact there was a biological male in a female situation, to me, it's disgusting. It is fucking disgusting as fuck. Because again, males are going into women's sports, which is fucked up for that situation. Mm-hmm. But that female also, like I said, it wasn't an all-state tournament where a woman signed up to. I mean, there's girls can sign up to play in an all-males tournament.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? And state and shit like that.
My point. That's my point.
But they sign up for that shit.
Right.
No, that's what I was getting to
say. Go ahead, I'm done, guys. Go ahead. I'm done.
Back in me and Joe, when we wrestled, there were females that wanted to wrestle. They didn't have a women's team at all. So they wrestle the boys.
But they sign up for that shit. They sign up for that shit.
Correct.
So they know that shit.
Correct. So they knew what they were getting into at that time. Now you are in an all women's wrestling league, and then now you got to face a boy, which you're not thinking you have to. So to your point, I don't agree with that. I don't think that should be allowed. If he's a male, he should be wrestling on the boys' team. Sorry.
No, agreed.
Whether he might not have been good enough to even win a varsity spot, and that's why he went to the women's.
So the thing I would do is, if I was a mother or that parent, I would be filing sexual harassment charges on that male versus the woman, and I would go after the school district that let him in that tournament.
They are there's actually a federal investigation open, and there's also a Department of Education investigation, because apparently the school didn't report it. School district didn't report it. So there's a lot of
the coach should be in a lot of trouble too.
Well, if the coach reported to the school,
no, he's talking about probably the coach of the boy for letting it happen.
The coach of the boy letting it happen. Yes.
But again, to the point to where I did not see anything that the boy did wrong.
No, and you're right. We're not arguing that. I agree with you. I didn't.
We're not arguing with that. But it wasn't at all. But they didn't sign up for that in this time. At this point in time, they did not sign up for this.
So who you can't go against the boy and say he's going to get a sexual harassment or sexual charges on him.
Why not? He falsified joining a girls' tournament.
Yeah. I mean,
that's on the coach. That's on the school.
No, that's also on the parents, because the parents signed him up for that.
That's on the boy. That's on the parents. That's on the coach.
Washington State.
Yes, that's on the parents.
Washington State.
Hold on. So the boy, the kid's 16, right?
Potentially, kid could be 15, 16, 17, 18, because we don't know.
Anyway, so then you go to the next adult. So you go to the parents in that situation. Then you have to the lawsuit goes against the kid. Yes, but the parents are at fault for allowing it to happen.
But here's the thing: we don't know what really happened with, is he allowed or is he not? It's also Washington, where he came from. Correct? That's a very liberal state. We've seen it play out in California with men allowing to play in women's sports in high school.
Okay.
Same thing.
Hold on, Josh. Hold on. Joe, was this tournament specifically just for women?
Yes.
Josh, no more said. Sorry.
But so is women's volleyball. But we've seen a boy play in the women's volleyball.
Sorry. No. This specifically says women's only wrestling.
I get it.
I know you do.
All I'm saying is you got to look at it. If the state allows it, that's not a federal law yet. It hasn't been passed all the way through that.
But that's the tournament rules, though. It's the tournament rules, though. Just because, so I can go fucking to an all-girls school because I dress as I'm a male and I dress as a woman.
But going to California last year with a girl volleyball player, she was allowed to play in the state tournaments and all that stuff. So she was allowed. I think Washington's the same way. So
here's to the point is I get what you're saying, Josh. At the same time, and this is where again we have a absolute disconnect in our country right now, because correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a federal law that was passed that says that biological men cannot be in women's sports. And there are states that are saying, fuck you, I'm not going to follow that rule. That's a problem.
Because federal cannot interfere on state, correct?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
Federal law can set the precedent. State laws can make it worse, but they can't make it less. So example, like marijuana. If the federal law says that this much marijuana...
It's illegal, but the state allows it, then you can get charged federally if they really wanted to, but not state. But
even that's changing.
I don't think you can go after that kid for sexually harassing that woman. If he was allowed to wrestle in that tournament, the tournament people know that he was a male. The coaching knew he was a male. The school knew he was a male.
But here's the thing.
That's who should be in trouble.
I've ran tournaments. I Just because I run the tournament, I'm not sitting there checking everyone's genitalia.
But my point to the whole thing is, I don't think the kid should get in trouble whatsoever.
And I'm not
for like
here's
sexual
the thing.
harassment.
I don't.
We're not. You understand? We're not saying the kid. We're saying who's representing that kid, the coach and the parents.
Yeah.
I agree with you that the kid shouldn't get sexual harassment because it's a kid. Okay. And based on what I'm seeing, I don't see any wrongdoing on the kid other than that the kid a male signed up for a girls' tournament. That is the biggest foul. Like, that's the foul that I see. That should be on the parents. That should be on the coach. That should be on the school district for letting bullshit like that happen.
What month is it? It's February, correct? When is wrestling season done? February. Into first week of March.
Middle of March.
Yeah, when state happens. It could be different in other states. So
well,
wrestling seasons already had their state tournament. Why wasn't this brought out previously? Because this had to be known that he was wrestling. All of a sudden, now it's a big deal.
Well, here's the thing, though, is
I think we're on the same page. But there's a responsible party for this at the end of the day. It's parents and coach and the school district.
Well, and also
correct.
You know, to make it clear, because Matt,
I was only advocating
wrestling
for the kid because
again. So, like in Ohio, so perfect example here in Ohio. Okay, so you can have a girls' team, a boys' team. Girls can wrestle in boys' tournaments. When they if they elect to wrestle in a boys' tournament, on the bracket there is even a little symbol that goes front of their name that identifies that that's a female. Okay.
So hold on. So what happens if a transgender wrestles?
You're doing apples and oranges because I don't know, because I would hope they say no. I would hope that they go by biological, but what I'm going by, I'm going by common sense, biological males and females. If it's a boy tournament and a girl wants to wrestle in a boy tournament, there's a symbol that goes on the bracket to let them know that that's a female. A boy cannot wrestle in a girls' tournament in the state of Ohio. If it is a girls-only tournament, a boy cannot wrestle in that tournament. Girls can.
I'm with you on that.
Girls can wrestle boys if they want, but a boy can't go, you know what? I'm going to go wrestle in the girls' tournament. Can't do that. Okay? That's all I was getting at is because, I mean, it makes sense because, again, like you said, the girl would be signing up for that. If she made the conscious decision and said, I'm going to go wrestle in a boys' tournament, then you really can't bitch and complain because you know how wrestling is, you know how physical it is, and how hands go everywhere. They may not be sexually intentional or anything like that, but your hands are everywhere. Shit happens. No intention other than to win the match. You're doing everything legal, but the girl makes the decision to wrestle boy. In this instance, the girl did not make a decision to wrestle a boy. She signed up for a girls-only tournament.
Girls-only match, correct.
Girls-only tournament. And that's the foul, is because, again, and this is where the United States, the world, needs to pull their heads out of their fucking asses and stop with this whole bullshit of, oh, well, if you're trans, then if you identify as this, then you're actually, no, you're not.
So you said this tournament happened in Washington State?
Yeah, Washington State.
Okay, so anyway, so like I said, that far west area, California, Oregon, and Washington, can just be divided on their own. I'll take Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is our other state. Get rid of those three. Fuck it. They could be there.
Well, no, Puerto Rico would vote Democrat, so that's why they want them to become a state.
That's fine. I don't give a shit. That doesn't bother me much.
I don't care if they vote Democrat as long as they don't let biological men into girls' sport.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up and shit like that.
Oh, it's extremely fucked up. Like, and the funny thing is like people don't understand. They're like, well, men and women are equal. Yes, we are. When it comes to rights, absolutely. Girl can do anything she wants that a guy can do. That does not
Joe.
mean biologically
Joe.
we're extinct.
Yeah, they're gonna differentiate you because they're gonna say, "Hey, by science, these words are different." So by week 54 or by week 54, by week 32, no, they're human now, so they can't abort it. So they can't make their decision up or not. They're gonna be a male, female. They don't know that yet, so the parents make it up for them. I don't know, just weird shit up there is like that out there in the state.
Oh,
The fact that we have to discuss it sometimes makes us mind-boggling. But guess what? It gives us shit to talk about.
it's just proof that the world is getting dumber.
So, Josh, you wanted 5 minutes of getting shit off your chest. You've been showing your chest for the last half hour, 45 minutes. So, what's on it?
We can take that offline if you want. I was only a bitch about work.
That's fine. Sounds good to me.
Well, here, we'll end there. So, all right, well, I'm Dr. B. We got Matt. We got, which was AOC, but now is Josh. He changed his name.
He changed his gender.
I change it like I change my underwear, baby.
There you go, buddy.
Once a month.
You had your underwear on backwards the whole entire time.
Hey, thanks for joining us for another episode. Join us next week. We'll have more shit to talk about with these crazy fuckers here on Idiocracy Talk Radio.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide, it ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, it's the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.